Hey there, this is Matt once again, and want to do something a little bit different. And I know you're thinking, oh, how come you only have your voice, this and that. But again, just want to do something different. My camera works, but I just do something different. And it's weird because he seems like around this time, every time you see an ad on YouTube, it's always the president's. The president talking about this, his rival talking about that. Mitt Romney, Obama, Obama, Mitt Romney. It's like, oh my God, I see an ad for Mitt Romney one more time. I'm gonna walk up and punch him in the face, and then the dick in the face again, just for the ads. But that's not what it's about. But what you call State of the Union address or whatever, and this is also kind of a reply to like CK and Uncle Bill at Deadpit. Those guys, they did these State of the Union sort of State of the Genre addresses. And even CK did a video about movie theaters. Will they be around much longer? So who knows about that? And this is mainly not just about the horror genre, but sort of a my State of the Union, I guess, on the genre of all genres, the movie going experience, the movie going sort of tragedy that's unfolding here, the movies itself. And I think it's in bad shape. I think Hollywood is in bad shape. I think Hollywood needs to change, but let's face it, Hollywood's not going to change. It's always been about the almighty dollar, but this time it's biting them in the ass, and they don't want to change, and they're not going to change, and they don't pay the consequences, I think, pretty soon. And I don't know how long this video will be. I don't know if I'll upload this. I don't know if I'm just talking out of my ass. I guarantee you there's going to be someone down there going, "Duh, duh, 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 you're talking out of your ass." And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. But I'm going to say it anyway because it's a free country. So fuck it. But basically what I'm talking about is I look around and I saw a little article the other day about movie theaters having low attendances. Low attendances since last year. So it's this weird conundrum, this bad conundrum of the movies are costing more and more, but attendance is being less and less. Now, of course, the number one reason everybody's going to throw around is downloading. Now, is downloading the main culprit? To be honest, no. Is it a culprit? Yes. If I said downloading was not the cause, then I'd be full of shit. I'd be full of shit. Even though it's kind of stupid how they do these piracy things, anti-piracy things. But the thing of it is, the weird thing is that they'll throw that stuff in a theater. And it's like, if I'm watching a movie in the theater, then I'm not downloading your fucking movie, am I? I'm at the theater watching it. Same thing when you buy a DVD. You buy a DVD or you buy a Blu-ray, you put it in, and they say, oh, fight against piracy. And I'm like, if I bought your movie, obviously I bought your movie, that's why I'm seeing this. So if I bought your movie, how am I pirating it? But apparently maybe it's, well, in case you share with someone else. I'm like, fuck them. Let them buy it. I had to buy it. But either way. But I don't think it's the main culprit. I think the main culprit is the economy and the digital age. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, which one do you want me to pick? Let's pick the economy. Let's face it, the economy sucks. I don't really get political because I don't know jack shit about politics. In fact, I know shit because Jack left town. Politics are boring to me because it's basically people doing their song and dance, telling you lies. Okay, stop talking, start doing something. You know what speaks louder than your words? Your actions. You want to be around for 4 years and do nothing? That's not my problem. That's not my fault. Okay? If I could conjure some wizard to make you fix all the world's problems, I would. But no, you guys just want to bicker back and forth like a brother and sister. Brother hitting his sister, pulling her ponytails, her pigtails, back and forth, back and forth. And you're just waiting for someone, whether it be a parent or a guardian, to come down and separate the two of you. And that's what you guys do, is bicker back and forth, talk, 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 talk. I promise this, I promise that. Promise in one hand, shit in the other. Figure out what gets filled up first. You've heard that before. There's a reason why you've heard that before. Because the economy sucks. The economy sucks. It will continue to suck. More dick than Paris Hilton. I'm sorry, that's the truth. Don't believe me? Watch the video. Video's out there, you can get it for free. But it's going to keep fucking up. So no matter what these guys say, no matter what they think that they're going to do, it's going to keep sucking. People say that, you know, hey, hate to break it to you folks, you've still got a war going on. And people have, you know, there's some people out there who tend to forget that. You got prices going up. People losing jobs. There are people who lost jobs for years. There are people who, if they get a job, it's 50 miles down the road, 100 miles down the road. They gotta drive 2 hours to get to their job. Or, of course, they hate their job. A lot of people hate their jobs. You have people who haven't found work, who are trying to find work. You have businesses that we've grown up with closing down. I know how that goes. I worked at a video store. It closed down. That's how it goes. You know, Blockbuster. I remember hearing about Blockbuster when I was a kid. They're going down and down and down the tubes. Sure, you can find a couple left, but let's face it. One day, there's not going to be any video stores left. That's very sad. I grew up with video stores. See, that where it gets into the digital age issue. Digital age, you can find any movie. Any movie you can think of, you can find. Legally or illegally. That's just the truth of the matter. But sometimes I don't want to find a movie to buy online. Sometimes I like the thrill of the hunt. I like the thrill of going to a video store. I like the atmosphere. Okay, I like the atmosphere of looking around at the titles, going, oh, that catches my eye. I haven't heard of that. Oh, that catches his eye. His eye, her eye, your kid's eye. Oh, I never thought of this. Oh, I didn't know this was out. Oh, I never even heard of this movie. You take it home, you watch it, you love it, you hate it, you come back. You do it again. Or buying movies. I love buying movies in a store. Just the thrill is like searching and searching. Oh, wow, I found this hidden treasure in this trove of shit. Oh, I found this hidden treasure. Oh, wow, this movie, it's this price? Cool, I got a good deal. That's why I like shopping. It's like the thrill of seeking is sometimes better than the result. But now, you don't need to do that. You can go on Amazon, you can go on eBay, you can go on 50 other sites. Deep Discount, Go Hastings, iOffer, and you can get anything you want. You got a credit card, you got a debit card, boom, you got it. That's the age of the digital age, folks, and we gotta accept it. You got Netflix, you got Redbox. You got Netflix, you can pretty much find any movie. You can find movies on Netflix that are never even released on DVD. Which is sad. My friend Michael Keane. I have a friend named Michael Keane. He's able to see Aberration because I believe it was on Netflix. So that movie's on Netflix, but it's not even on fucking DVD. A movie that's not on DVD or Blu-ray, but it's on Netflix. So you have that sort of economy where, you know, it's so bad that businesses are going out of business. Best Buy. I've heard stuff that Best Buy is getting close to being out of business. Maybe a year, maybe 2 years, I don't know. But even Best Buy is getting close. Hell, I went to Best Buy the other day. It was almost empty. They're not going out of business, but who knows when. Don't be surprised if your local Best Buy one day shuts its fucking doors down. We're living in down times, and, you know, that's why, you know, a lot of people are depressed. That's another thing. A lot of people are depressed. You have to wonder, maybe that's why you get so many depressing movies in theaters nowadays, is because that's how people feel. People feel depressed. You feel depressed in your home life. You think the weather sucks, because let's face it, global warming is here. It's not coming. It's fucking here. I'm in Iowa. We barely had a winter. I can count on one hand how many days we actually had fucking snow. Global warming isn't coming. It's here. I've heard people who live in places where they've had brush fires that just went horrible. Hell, here in Iowa, we didn't have rain for weeks. To the point of the grass was dying. It was yellow. Thankfully, we got some rain. I mean, drought in Iowa? I never would have thought that years ago. Hell, a year ago. But it's happening. So you have the weather that sucks. You got the price of everything that you have around you going up and up and up. You got gas going up. You got the prices of your food going up. Prices at your supermarket going up. Up, and up. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm making the same price with my paycheck, but your price is going up. If you don't do that, give me an up on my paycheck. Sorry, can't do. Why? Because the economy sucks. And what does that have to do with movies? If the economy sucks, if you're trying to pinch your pennies, why do you want to go to the theater? That's fucking expensive. which we'll get on that topic now. Movie theater is too goddamn expensive. That's why people don't want to go. Unless it's an event. That's why a lot of 3D movies have become big. Not all of them, because I hate 3D. I hate 3D because they're 3D as in 3 dicks in your face. To me, that's the same experience as a 3D movie. 3 dicks in my face. I'm sorry, just not my cup of tea. But a lot of them are popular. And they'll continue to be popular. That's why you continue to see movies trying to go the 3D route. Because they can up the price, number one. And maybe people, I guess, they want an experience. I've heard that some people in the studios want to go back to the William Castle days. You've never heard of William Castle. William Castle was a director around the 60s who did films like Vincent Price's The Tingler, among others. And they do all these gimmicks in the theaters, like making your seat rumble, or making you feel something, making you part of the event of the movie. So, as if going to a movie is like going to a ride at Universal Studios or Disneyland or Disney World. So who knows, maybe movie theaters have to try to go for that. Because let's face it, when a movie, you look at a movie's budget, you look at its box office, you have to take into account a couple things. Now granted, it's going to be helped by worldwide. Because let's face it, most of these movies get more money worldwide. A lot of these movies are saved by worldwide business. If it wasn't for worldwide business, whether it be in China, or Russia, or England, or anywhere, shape, and form, a lot of these movies would fail. A lot of these studios would fail and be out of business by now. But worldwide business helps them. DVD and Blu-ray sales help them. Because let's face it, get into the theater. Granted, I pay about, I don't know, $7, $8, probably around 7 something. That's if I see it on the early showing. If I see it in the late showing, it's at least $9. That's by myself. That's if I don't want any popcorn, any soda. But sometimes you want to treat yourself. But if you do that, literally that would cost about $5 each. So now instead of say $7, it's $17. Now say you have kids, you have a wife, you have a girlfriend, you have a slave, you have one of those BDSM guys, who wears masks. You have a woman who likes her titties twisted. I don't care what your preference is. It's all good in my book as long as you're not hurting anybody, unless they want to go that way, but that's not my preference either. Leave the clamps out of my dick or my balls if you want to go that way. But even if you have one of those people who have leashes on people, and hey, my slave wants to go in, be my guest. Just stay away from the kids. It's too goddamn expensive. I know friends who live in big cities that pay $20 by themselves. Literally $20 for one ticket by themselves. Not even a 3D movie. No popcorn or soda. $20. $20. I've seen people who got $9, $10, $15 for one ticket. And why do you think those soda and popcorn are so goddamn expensive? Because I was saying about the movies and their budgets. What they make in the theater, they have to split. They have to split with the company making it. They also got to split that with the movie theaters. And if your movie bombs, then the movie theater is not going to get that much money. So they're big a business. If I rewind that, their big bit in business, their big chunk in business is that expensive shit that they sell you. The popcorn. That's why you get like a little bag of popcorn and it's like $5. You get a little, literally like a can of soda. That's how much is in one of those small cups. That's like $6. $7. Maybe not that much, but at least $5. I'm like, I could get a can of soda with the same amount of content for 80 cents. Sorry, it's $5. Pay it or fuck off, Scooter. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. How about, that's why people sneak in shit. If I'm going to theater, I'm not paying $5. I'm like, if I'm getting $5 for a soda, there better be a girl around the corner who is legal and alive and between the ages of 18 and 60 ready to suck my dick in a private corner. And they better have a lot of work to do because it's gold-plated and all. So if you don't make $5, it better come with a blowjob. And it's one of those fucking things. It's like, no one wants to pay that shit. No one wants that fucking expensive shit. It's fucking ridiculous. But movie theaters put that price up to the fucking heaven or hell, either way you want to put it, because they gotta make the money. Otherwise, they'll go out of business. Without that expensive shit, they probably would have been out of business long ago. Do I think movie theaters will be out of business? Not anytime soon, but it's going to get there, which I'll get to later. But think about it. I remember when I first did my account way back when, one of the first videos I did was why the movie theater sucks. And you know what? That hasn't fucking changed. People hate going to the movies nowadays. Unless it's a special occasion. One, because it's goddamn expensive. You take your family, it's fucking expensive. I've heard people, they take their families, they're paying like $40. Now think about it. You wait 2, 3, 4 months. Wait a couple months. Hell, The Avengers came out in May, right? Come out on DVD in what, September? So May to June to July to August, September. So 4 months. You wait 4 months, you can buy the fucking movie for $20. $20, that's it. And you can take it home and you can own it. You can own it. So if you think you don't like the movie anyway, why not just wait a couple months, buy it for $20, and own it instead of paying double that price to take all your buddies and stuff? Or you can wait, hey, let's pay $40. I'm going to take friends and this and that. It's going to be an event. We're going to have food. Or I can wait, buy that for $20 and have the food and candy that I have at home anyway, wasting away. Invite my friends over and we can watch it 2, 3, 4 times. Fuck, watch it till the cows come home. Movie theater's too goddamn expensive. You go to a movie theater, nowadays it's fucking dangerous. The Dark Knight Rises, when Expendables 2 came out, there were bomb threats. So people don't even want to go there, and I don't blame them. So you got danger now involved, let alone how expensive the shit is. You got little kids crying, little kids that should not be in the fucking theater. Get a fucking babysitter, okay? Because I swear, you get a baby crying throughout the movie, you can be Jehovah's Witness knocking on some door. But you'll turn to Hitler and say, and you do like one of those Hitler salutes, smack the baby in the face so that maybe she'll be quiet. Or he'll be quiet. Or it'll be quiet. It'll be one of those It's Alive babies going, or around the fucking theater, you smash it with a fucking hammer, and then it's like, where'd you get the hammer? Well, I brought it to protect myself. Like this guy who brought a gun to protect himself, he sat out, he shot himself in the ass. That's a true story. Look it up. So I brought my hammer. Well, this dude I knew brought his hammer, and I'm like, shut up, baby. And keeps crying and crying and crying. And you're ready to take it and throw it to the fucking screen. That's what you think in your mind. You don't want to do that in real life because you get the electric chair for that. Or you get your nuts cut off like Lorraine Obama did to that one dude fella who's making the porn shit. Think about it. A guy with no dick making porn. That's crazy. Fucking, it's crazy shit we live in. That's technology for you. Technology made a dickless guy make porn. Wow. Technology, that's how advanced technology is, folks. If technology is that advanced, and no wonder people don't want to go to a movie theater anymore. But fuck. Expensive, it's dangerous, you have babies crying, and again, you don't want to do that in real life, but you think it in your head. Believe me, you thought in your head when people are talking, you want to smack them in the face, whip your dick out, knock them the fuck out, but you don't think of it, because A, it's not legal, and B, it's, we have dark thoughts, but you gotta suppress the shit. That's the point of being human and humanity. But also, yeah, cell phones, even though they tell you 5 fucking times before the movie starts, turn off your cell phone. No one does it. They're texting, they're calling, they're doing this. Hey, how you doing? No, how you doing? It's like, shut the fuck up or I'm gonna smack you in the face with a dick. It won't even be mine. I'll find someone, yank it off, and smack it in your face. You're like, where the hell did that come from? I'm like, I don't know. It could be disease, So you better shut the fuck up, or this disease dick could be off a fucking yak that got snuck in the theater. Go smack you in the face again. Shut your fucking phone off, okay? I don't care. You're texting to Gandhi himself, who's in the afterlife, saying, how is the movie? He don't give a fuck, okay? He don't wait till the movie is done. And then he can go see it himself by osmosis, or he can flow his spirit to the theater to see it himself. Or maybe they got, all the cable shit hooked in heaven for him to watch it on his own time. You don't have to text the motherfucker, alright? He got the shit down, okay? He's probably getting some food as well. He don't need you texting him. Don't text in the theater. Don't talk in the theater. And there's all this annoying shit. And then getting ready, getting dressed up, driving to your theater. And then on the other spectrum, you're like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't dress how I want to dress. I don't think how I want to think. I don't relax where I want to relax. I'll watch a movie with underwear on, no underwear on, fat 300-pound guy just laying on the bed. Just fuck it. Fuck this. I'll just watch it on Netflix. I'll rent it on Netflix. I'll stream it on Netflix. I'll just wait. Boom. A couple months go by. Boom. There it is on Netflix. Oh, I can walk to a place that's much closer. Get a Redbox. Boom, I got it. Hell, I can buy stuff online. This is me talking. But I'm close to a 300-pound guy now. But this is me talking. I could find movies online to buy brand new for $3. I could go, thankfully, one of the few stores around here and buy DVD for $3. That's why the movie theaters are hurting. Because why should I pay 10, 20 bucks, especially with other people, your expensive shit, babies and hammers and Gandhis and all this stuff fucking up your day, when I could go wait and, hey, wait long enough, I can buy it for $3. I can rent it on Netflix. I can do this. I can do that. I can stream it on Amazon for like $2. Hell, YouTube. You can rent stuff on YouTube for a couple bucks. Watch it, boom, you're done. So that's why movie theaters have to change. That's why they're trying to do the 3D gimmick, because it's a costly thing, and if enough people go to it, then they'll get some chunk change from it. And they need to make it more of an event. They need to make people like, okay, you can't get this at home, even though now you're getting the 3D TVs. But we really want to make an event for you to actually get off your ass and go there and pay the money and think you had a good time. Which, by the way, if you don't do that, Hollywood, make better movies. That's another thing. I don't think the quality of movies are as good as they were in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. That's my opinion, but with all the remakes or shitty direct-to-DVD sequels, hell, the other day, there's a trailer to A Christmas Story 2. Now, one, I thought there was an actual sequel to A Christmas Story that, granted, no one knows about, but then it looks like dog shit. And people wonder, oh my god, the world is going to end. That's why it's 2012. Because you got shit like A Christmas Story 2. You got reboots with Ninja Turtles being fucking aliens and 18, 19-year-old April and Casey Jones who want to fuck, and you got them being the main focus and the Ninja Turtles being the goddamn background, even though it's called Ninja Turtles, and you don't even have Shredder anymore, you're called Colonel Schrader. And then you got line motherfuckers, starting with a B for Bay, saying, oh no, that's script, no, that's bullshit. Or, hey, we're not using that. Even though it was fucking put on the goddamn bottom line, oh, this was from January 2012. You actually paid this motherfucker money. Can you get the money back from this guy who wrote the script? Can you actually maybe sue his ass? Hey, fuck you. You wrote such a shitty script. My eyes are bleeding. My eyes are bleeding right down through my colon, through my asshole. I need diapers now for the rest of my fucking life. I need to sue you for $50 million bajillion for all the fucking money I'm going to spend on diapers, bleeding from my ass, from my eyeballs, watching and looking at your shit. I swear, the presence of the words in your shitty script deafened my ears so much it exploded. In fact, the fucking shit in my ears that makes me capable of hearing left and said, fuck you, I'm gone, Matt. Fuck you, gone. I'm going to fucking Disneyland. I'm going to party with fucking Tinkerbell and see if she wants to have a three-way with Mickey Mouse and all the motherfuckers who are freakish shits. Don't believe me? Yeah, Mickey Mouse and them are freaky shit. Think about it. He's got 3 fingers. Okay? Minnie Mouse is not a happy camper. You want me to explain that? Too bad, so sad, you don't have to think about it. Don't think about it, because you'll fucking kill yourself. But either way, movie theaters suck ass. They do. That's why I barely go to movie theaters anymore. I'm like, fuck it. I'll just wait till DVD. I'll wait and rent the shit. I'll rent shit. Fuck it. Why not rent it? It's much cheaper. And then, of course, you got fucking companies being cheapskates with that, but that's another day, another video. This is about the state of Hollywood. That, someone who can write a shitty script like that, somehow he's still in Hollywood. How the budgets for these fucking movies that come out, like, it's insane. I remember there was a time where $100 million for a budget was insane. That was insanity. That's Hollywood running wild. Not even the Hulkamania way. Running fucking wild, batshit crazy. Now, let me name some budgets that have come out this year. $250 million. That was the budget for John Carter. $250 to $300 million. That was the budget for The Dark Knight Rises. $230 million. That was the budget for The Amazing Spider-Man. $215 million. That was the budget for Men in Black 3. $209 million. That was the fucking budget for Battleship, a movie based on a board game about aliens. Nah, I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But then when I saw a fucking clip where the aliens are, you know what their ammo is, by the way? The aliens in Battleship, you know what their ammo is? Papes. Yes. The papes that you use on the board game for Battleship is the fucking ammo that the aliens shoot. We're making alien movies, $209 million flips based on board games. They are making a Stretch Armstrong movie, folks. It's not about budget, but that just defies my fucking thinking. And you want to go back to budget? You know what a Lone Ranger movie now needs to be? $215 million. This is the Lone Ranger. This is a motherfucker with a black mask and a guy on the side named Tonto. And that needs to be an over $200 million budgeted flick. Disney not learning. This is what I'm talking about, Hollywood not learning. $250 million on a movie about the Lone Ranger. You know, when Cowboys and Aliens flopped, which I liked, but it flopped, and when Jonah Hex didn't do well, and Wild Wild West didn't do well, and John Carter didn't do well, do they not think, having sort of Western motifs with sci-fi or fantasy isn't really doing well? No, fucking Disney. It's the same motherfuckers behind John Carter, which did not do well, folks. I hate to break to you, it didn't do well. They're doing it again with the Lone Ranger. Oh, Johnny Depp. Well, Johnny Depp was in another flop called Dark Shadows. You forget that? Oh, but Dark Shadows was in... No. It doesn't matter. I knew Dark Shadows wasn't going to do well. Because it's fucking Dark Shadows. It's based on a TV show that you completely changed. You changed everything. You made it into a comedy. Maybe that works for 21 Jump Street, but Dark Shadows? Nah, not really. See how I'm stumbling my words? It's fucking flabbergasted how the budgets for these go up and up and up. It's like they can't even control the budgets anymore. They can't. If you had nowadays with these guys, if you have a guy in a room with a finger up his ass trying to figure out how to get out of the room, it'll cost $50 million. How? I don't fucking know. They must be spending on gigantic fucking Winnebagos that covered the fucking entire horizon, like Will Smith did on Men in Black 3. What was that? Gigantic fucking Winnebago or whatever the fuck he had that like stretched a fucking football field or whatever the fuck he was? You don't need that shit. Make it for the movie. And Hollywood actually has the balls to ask questions like, why aren't we making as much money as we used to? A $215 million version of the Lone Ranger. Not fucking needed. You know what's funny? I watch bits of Jaws again. You know what was great about Jaws? The stuff that you didn't see made it more of a thrilling, invigorating experience. Those are some of these people have to learn nowadays. Granted, there are times special effects, and I like special effects movies. I like Independence Day. Hell, I like Transformers films to a fault. I'll admit that, to a fault. I like special effects as much as this guy. But you gotta find out a way to make these things cheaper. To learn how to use your money to more effectiveness. Not pay some one person $50 million who doesn't deserve it. Or $25 million who doesn't deserve it. Make these films cheaper. Know what the fuck movie you're making. It's like there's this Brad Pitt movie dealing with the zombies. They made the movie, and then now they're completely changing the third act. They made the movie. The movie was finished, and now they're pretty much reshooting, what, 9 weeks? Like the whole last third of the movie's being changed? World War Z, that's the movie, World War Z. These people are spending $200 and some million on movies that they don't even know how it's gonna fucking end. Ending is kind of important in your storyline, folks. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. And Hollywood actually has the balls to say, why are we losing money? Because you don't learn. You don't realize that you shouldn't spend 200, like, think about it. Warner Brothers, back in the day, being idiots, thinking that a Superman movie starring fucking Nick Cage, in which Superman doesn't fly, doesn't have his suit or his cape, and fights a giant spider in the third act. And they actually thought this was a good idea. Morons! Idiots! Putzes! Same thing with all these remakes. The Thing. Whether you want to call it a remake or a prequel, technically it's a prequel, but it's pretty much a remake. But what does Universal do? John Carpenter, and he goes up and says, hey, I want to do a sequel with Kurt Russell and Keith David. Universal says no. So what's their brilliant plan? To make a prequel that no one asked for. No one asked for a prequel to John Carpenter's The Thing. But then structure the script so it's technically a prequel, but it's pretty much a remake. And then hire these guys to do the practical effects. And then, in the last minute, decide to redo all the effects and cover it all with shitty CGI. Then you release it, and then the movie doesn't make money. And then you go, gee, I wonder why. Why didn't it make money? Gee, I wonder. Let's remake movies that don't need remade. Fright Night remake. Didn't do well. It was a piece of shit movie. So what do they do? Hey, that Colin Farrell fella, let's do a Total Recall next. Yeah, again, Colin Farrell movie. That's a remake. Didn't make money. It's like Hollywood's track record and stupidity is like, hey, let's get, Colin Farrell, let's get him in a remake of Alien next. So you went from Fright Night to Total Recall. Let's do a remake of Alien. Let's put Colin Farrell in it. Fucking A. When's that happening? And of course, Total Recall is a total bomb. And don't tell me it's not. Believe me, it is. Oh, but DVD and Blu-ray. You really think that many people don't buy the film on DVD and Blu-ray? And the film flopped. I hate to break to you. You can put as many numbers as you want. But it's a flop. Guaranteed flop. I will bet you money it's a flop. It's a flop. Deal with it. You like the movie? That's fine. That's your prerogative. It flopped. It's like studios need to handle their money better. They need to spread the money around. Instead of putting $200 million into this one film that hopefully is your tentpole and will save your studio, no. Take the $200 million, spread it around. Make like $30, $40 million films. Think about it. Take a $200 million film, spread it around. You can make 5 movies with $40 million apiece. Low budgets can make good movies, folks. My favorite movie this year is The Raid Redemption. You know how much money that cost? About $1 million. Oh, you throw in advertising, you throw in all this shit. What? 5 million tops? With advertising and getting the DVDs and Blu-rays made? What, 5 million tops? The production cost $1 million. It only got in limited theaters for some. That's what I'm talking about, stupidity. You did a good movie like The Raid Redemption, but let's not put that in the theaters. Well, technically you do, but let's not make it so that people can actually see the fucking movie. Yeah, let's get movies, put them in theaters, but sorry, you can't see them because it's only in like 5 theaters, or 10 theaters, or 20 theaters. But yet shitty movies get 5,000, 7,000 theaters. That's how it goes. Pretty sad and pathetic. It really is. Movies that do not need remade. I like remakes. I like The Blob, The Thing, The Fly, even Dawn of the Dead, even Hills of Ice. Hell, even Friday the 13th. I don't even admit that. But sometimes you don't need to do it. The Hitcher remake, the Fright Night remake, the Total Recall remake, flop, flop, and flop. And what do? They keep doing it. We don't have a remake of Starship Troopers. We don't have a remake of Commando. Sooner or later, they're going to do that. We don't have a remake of a remake of a remake. Hell, by the time I upload this video, there'll probably be another goddamn remake said, yo, hey, yeah, let's remake RoboCop. And fuck it up. By having him fight Al-Qaeda. Wow, I didn't know RoboCop. I thought he was a cop. I didn't know he fought Al-Qaeda motherfuckers. Okay? Or he was going to be like a Transformer. Or he has human skin. Wow. RoboCop didn't need to be made. Make your own goddamn movies. You know? Yeah, originality is dead. But try. Fucking try. The Raid Redemption tried, and it was great. But that's what I mean. You got good movies who don't get a chance. You got bad movies. Because we spent $200 million for a temple, spread it around. Know what you're doing. Learn from mistakes. Learn from mistakes. They don't want to do that, though. So you got Hollywood being stupid. Found footage. Stop with the found footage movies. But you know why they do it? Because it costs like $1 million at most, and then it gets released and it makes $20 million. Boom, you got a profit. I know Hollywood's always been about money, but you just see it more clearly. Maybe you saw in the past with rose-colored glasses, but the roses are off. Now you're smelling fucking stinky socks and jock straps covered over your eyes. That's why you're going blind seeing these motherfuckers. Piece of shit movies. Hell, other than that, that's not even it. The horror movies, horror genre sucks today. Let's face it, horror genre is in a deader. You know, like 5 seconds left to throw in the towel. What? You got Paranormal Activity 4, you have this film called Sinister, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 3D. 3 dicks in your face. I mean, someone explain how the horror genre is in good shape. Please make that argument. Try. I would love to hear it. I'm not going to chastise you for it. Please, you think the horror genre is good? Make that. Write it down. Make a video. Say how the horror genre is in good shape. Please let me know what movies. Prawn at 3 double D, double dicks? Sorry. But it's not even the stupidity of Hollywood at times. It's the fact what I was getting to, the digital age. What do I mean by the digital age? Like I was saying, Netflix, Redbox. You can see stuff on YouTube. You can see stuff on Blip TV. Hell, I get more enjoyment out people's videos on YouTube than I do with movies anymore. That's sad but true. I didn't watch my friends make videos on video games, movies, certain topics, and they're more entertaining than the movies of today. Hell, I hear a lot of people out there talk about TV. They don't watch TV. Of course, cable. You don't watch HBO, Showtime, Cinemax. Well, it's not even Cinemax anymore since they got rid of the good shit. Cinemax. You don't watch Stars. You don't watch all sorts of stuff. You can buy stuff off your TV. You can buy stuff. You can connect your computer to your TV and watch stuff from your computer like YouTube to your TV. Flash drives and all that stuff. That's what Hollywood needs to learn. It needs to learn that you're not the only dogs in town anymore. You can't sell people shit and then hike the price up and think, well, they got nowhere else to go. Maybe that's how it was in the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s. Movies made more money, tickets were less, and the digital age had not begun yet. But the digital age, like I said, I can find every single movie in existence on the computer. Whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on any sort of website, Blip TV. You guys will name all the websites you can find movies on, legally or illegally. And they can't stop it. Once the internet was born, it's out there like a firestorm. It's like a whirlwind of fire. It's like Backdraft. It is alive. It is not going to stop. You put all this limitations. You put all this bullshit. It's not going to stop. Remember Prohibition? Oh, alcohol is too dangerous. Too this. What happened in Prohibition? It didn't stop. People snuck it in. People kept drinking. People kept getting drunk. People got killed. There were shootouts. There was Al Capone. There was the Untouchables. There was all that stuff. And you had to give it back again. You can't be stopped. The digital age is running wild. And I agree with folks who say, if I had to think about it, Movie theaters will be gone because you just don't get movies on a digital drive. You don't download it. Hey, you want it? Okay, we'll put it on a disc for you. That's what it's going to be. You want this movie? Order it from here. We'll make a disc and ship it out to you. Blu-ray, DVD, whatever the next one is your choice. That's how it'll be. Think about it. They're doing that now, in a way. I Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, not released on DVD, but technically it is. You go to his place, and hey, you want it? It's on Amazon. You can watch it for free there. Well, not free. You can pay a couple bucks for it. Or you go to places like Archives, the Warner Archives and stuff. It's not on DVD, not on Blu-ray. Oh well, here, we'll make it. You pay us, we'll ship it out to you. You want this movie? We'll ship it out. You want to see this movie? You gotta pay for it. That's how it's going to be. And they're not going to afford these $200 million budgets unless they learn to settle the fuck down. But who knows? That might not even be the answer too. They do that, it still might not work. Maybe they'll slow it down. Just let's face it. I could stay here at home. I could turn on my TV. And like I was saying before, people told me there are TV shows. Dexter, Game of Thrones. There's stuff that I personally enjoy that are not on anymore. CSI Miami, House MD. If you're into Family Guy, you're into Robot Chicken, you're into, I'll say again, Dexter, Game of Thrones, all these shows on HBO and all these shows, The Walking Dead, all these other shows that I'm sure you guys will mention. They say, well, this is better than TV. Better TV, fuck. Better than stuff in the theaters. That TV is better than stuff in the theaters. Think about it. I go to the theaters, I see advertisements for stuff on TV. I went to the theater for Expendables 2. I saw advertisements for Sons of Anarchy on FX. Which is another annoyance in fucking movie theaters. I don't want to see advertisements for TV. I can watch TV for advertisements for TV. But hey, that's just me being silly. But it's the digital age, folks. With the economy being in the shitter, with people not having much money, they want to get stuff. The necessities. Food, water, shelter, stuff for their family, clothes on their backs, medicine, going to the doctor. That's more important than going to see a movie. Movies is a great entertainment. It's not a necessity. That's why Hollywood needs to step up their game and the quality of movies. Because I think the quality of movies are down. Now, that's a personal thing. People will disagree and say, well, that's how you get in these heated debates. Dark Knight Rises, Prometheus. Oh, no, you suck. No, you suck. No, you're wrong. You could go on for hours and hours on your personal preference. In my opinion, the quality of movies have declined. That's just my personal opinion. If you agree, you can disagree. But I think if the quality of movies are there, you know, if you really want to see it, you're going to see it. Look at the Avengers. Look at the Dark Knight Rises. Even with the shootings that unfortunately happened, you still have people seeing the movie time and time again. Because they really want to see the movie. They want to have a good time. And the way it's depressing air that's around everybody with the weather, with the economy, with not knowing what the hell's going to happen the next day, the next week. People want to have fun. They want to be entertained. But that's why Hollywood needs to step up their game, because the digital age is here. It's like, you don't. I'm just going to settle staying at home, in the safety of my home. I can open up a cold can of whatever. Beer. I don't drink beer. Soda with my Mellow Yellow, or as I call pop. What do you want to call it, soda or pop? You know, we call it both. With Mellow Yellow, with water, with your own food, your own drinks, whatever. And I can watch it on YouTube. I can watch Friends on YouTube making more entertaining stuff than Hollywood's doing. I can watch video game playthroughs that give me more laughs than some of the comedies that are coming out today. I can see movies that are from the past, that are classics. I can see them on Netflix, on Redbox. I can buy them for $3. Buying movies for $3 brand new on websites. Legally. Go Hastings, most of those movies that you can get are $3, especially older films. They're $1.99 and then it's $1 shipping. How can you beat that? I go to a movie theater, one ticket, On the same price, I could buy 3 movies. Boom, get them shipped. I have them. I can watch them. Safety and the comfiness of my own home. That's not even mention all the people who download, all the people who are like, fuck it, I don't want to be screwed watching a shitty ass movie. I don't want to be screwed going to a movie and getting a shitty experience in one way, shape, or form. Or movies getting fucked over on DVD and Blu-ray releases in which companies cheapen out. Which are real quick, like when they release things. Like my friend Michael King, he was mentioning in his videos about how like the Harry Potter, I guess 1 through 6 they released the Ultimate Edition, but Part 7, nope, nowhere to be gone. It's like the fucking Ark of the Covenant. People are trying to find it, they never will. It's like DVD sets that they release and they do a fucked up, shitty, cheap ass job, and then they wonder, gee, I wonder why people are pissed. They're not buying our stuff anymore. Because you fuck people over. I'll mention this. Like a big fuck you to a company called Lionsgate. I bought these Ninja Turtle cartoons that, I swear to God, took almost 10 years to release all the 80s cartoon DVDs. But I didn't want to download them. I didn't want to buy them on a bootleg. I wanted to be a good citizen. I wanted to be, okay, I want to be the good guy. I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to be a good guy. So I buy fucking movies. I buy the DVDs. And I'm waiting for the next one. And wow, this is a shitty one. Okay, volume 3. Okay, it's volume 4. Okay, wow, that's really shitty. Then we're going to release a box set. Then we're going to release another box set that looks fucking completely different. It's like they didn't even know how to package that. Every time they fucking release it, they gotta try different packaging. And then it's like any man now, they don't have like a green dildo shoot out and try to skull fuck me. Oh, then we have no features. Then we have the kind of shitty picture quality. Then they're out of order. Fucking out of order. Then we have, oh, these episodes are missing. They gone with the wind. They're like the dodo. They disappear into thin air. Unless someone farts it out, we won't see them again. Next time, oh, whoops. Our mistake. Here they are. Silly us. Shitty covers. But you know what? Then at the end, you're like, nah. Oh, here's a box set that you can have all of them in for a low price. Looks like Turtle Van. You know what the kicker is? If I would have waited, I could have went and... Hell, fuck the Turtle Van. You know what I could have done? I could have said, fuck you. I'm going to look out for my own interest, my own money, since it's my money, my time, blood, sweat, and tears working at a job. I'm going to choose it wisely. It's like Last Crusade. Don't choose poorly. Choose wisely. You have chosen wisely. Go to a website. Get the entire collection of all the episodes, as well as the features and shit, for like $40. I could have done that, and they look good too. $40, I could have done that. That has all the episodes in order, in the order they aired. So you're not watching a DVD, and I'm like, wait a minute, what are they referencing? Oh shit, they're referencing something that happens 5 episodes from now because they fucked up the order. Because they can't do a simple thing like making them in correct order. Laziness. And people wonder why people get pissed. That's why people don't want to buy from your ass. Because it's like, fuck you. You guys fuck it and fuck up and fuck people in the ass and don't give them the courtesy of lube and say, you know what, fuck you guys. I'm not dealing with you. I'm going to deal with these guys who, they put more care than you and they're not in the legal way. I'm going to buy it for a cheaper price, but they do it the right way. They actually have good artwork and good covers and they're good looking set and they're in order and they have the same audio quality as you guys. And goddamn, they have more shit. They do more shit right at a much more affordable price instead of getting out a fucking bank loan to buy your complete series that you kept spreading for 10 years. These studios fuck you over so you get pissed and then you don't buy it on iOffer. Did I buy it? Obviously no, because I did the good citizen way and bought them legit. Too legit to quit. But I fucked up. That's what people do. They get fucked up. So I'm gonna take my boot and go up that river, go to the tit. The son of a bitch's ass so hard. This motherfucker wannabe gonna feel it. So he wants to go home. Wants to go with me. Us. The consumers. The people who buy your shit. The people who consider to go to your movies. To go to the theaters. Which you can't even make safe anymore. And it's like, well, you know what? Why should I pay this overpriced tickets, overpriced food, overpriced shit on a movie that I may not like and be pissed off about? Or I'll wait. Rent it for $2, $3, $4. Rent it for Netflix. Stream it off Netflix. Wait for it on cable. Wait for it so I can buy it off the TV. Hell, I could buy the movie and it'll be cheaper than going to see it at the theater. And I'll own it. I can wait a month and it'll go down like $10. I've seen it, folks. I've seen $20 movies that, let's say 2 months. Wait 2 months, they go from 20 to like 12. And it's not that long of a wait anymore between a movie in the theater and going to DVD and Blu-ray. It's not that long of it anymore. And even if you don't do that, we're in the digital age. You can just watch it online. Whether the legit way or the illegal way. And Hollywood has to know you can't be, oh, I'm going to fix everything. And I'm going to law and order everything. No, it's out there. It's like a firestorm. You have to deal with it. You have to move with emotion. That's what everybody keeps telling me when I hate on a movie or hate the way the thing's going. You know what their answer is? It's the way the times are. You got to deal with it. And I sit down and I pout and I whine and say, I don't want to deal with it. But when you think about it in your sensible portion of your brain, you realize you got to deal with it. Because it's the digital age. Things are changing. And granted, do I like it? No. But I got to deal with it. I miss going to a video store. You know, and I miss the time where, in my opinion, movies were better. Horror movies. You know, the great heyday of John Carpenter. The heyday of Wes Craven. Like The Serpent and the Rainbow. Even Shocker, for fuck's sake. The heyday of George Romero when he went from Dawn of the Dead. Now he's coming out with this new one. It's called Day of the Dead. Having directors like John McTiernan and all these guys come out. And am I saying there's zero good movies coming out lately? No, can't say that. But in my opinion, the quality has dropped. The budgets have risen. The attendances are down. Because people are like, fuck it, I can wait till Netflix. I can wait and see it on TV. I can watch TV shows that are better than some of this shit. I can watch and wait and rent it off Amazon. Stream it on Amazon. I can watch stuff on YouTube. The sky's the limit on what I can do now. It's not just limited to going to a video store or going to a theater. Anything's possible. Like I said, you can buy and watch any movie. Any movie. If you look hard enough and you're sturdy enough in your search, you'll find it. Any movie. Anything. It's out there. When the internet was created, that's what was going to happen. So it's going to have to adapt. Be water, as a wise man once said. Because water adapts. It can splash. It can go cold and form ice. It can flow. It can smack your ass, make you drown, and do all sorts of things. Be water, my friend. And that's what Hollywood has to do. It has to be like water. It has to adapt. But instead of like water, it's being like piss. thinking it's adapting, thinking it knows what it's doing, but keeps making the same mistakes, and it stinks like piss. And no one wants a piss in their face, a piss in their eyes, or a piss down their throat. Well, some do, but that's another topic, another day. Just not my cup of tea. I don't like being pissed in my face, even if I'm doing it. I wouldn't want to piss on my own face. I wouldn't even want to piss on my shoes. Highwood, we don't want piss. We want water. You need water for life. You need water for sustenance. You need water to live. You need to adapt to live. And my bottom line that I'm going to end this on is Hollywood, movies in general, it's a digital age. You have to be like water. You have to adapt. Or you're not going to survive. Believe me, if I knew exactly how every single note, I'd be rich. I'd be doing it. I'd be kicking ass, taking names. I'd be rich and famous. Maybe some Albert Einstein motherfucker out there knows the answer. But I know it has something to do with adapting. But either way, I don't even know if I'll upload this, but if so, thanks for listening. Stay tuned for another video. Later.